As I lingered by the register picking out a unique birthday surprise for my girl, the clerk abruptly clutched my sleeve and breathed urgently. No matter what, steer clear of that gathering this evening. I assumed he was unhinged and waved it away, figuring it was merely a cozy family affair. Where on earth could deceit creep in? Yet dismissing his fervent caution proved a dire error with ruinous results. You hardly imagine the horror that ensued before plunging further into this account. If it captivates you, give it a thumbs up, sign up for updates, and share in the comments the hour it is in your spot right now. The volume slipped from my hold as my cell buzzed sharply on the end table. Logistics Innovations Today hit the maple planks with a muted smack, its leaves splaying like fallen fall foliage. I'd reread the identical line perhaps 5 times over, my focus wandering to the boundless azure reach of Lake Ontario, tranquil and infinite past my 28th floor terrace. Yet another buzz, followed by one more. Doubtless some pushy vendor again, I muttered softly, straightening my threadbare navy pullover and groping for the specs looped on a cord at my throat. Warm midday rays angled across the picture window of my penthouse suite, a haven turned cell since Lydia's departure. The display ignited with one word: Sophia. My heartbeat faltered. The gadget quivered in my roughened palms as I locked onto that entry, absent from my log for exactly 18 months, 4 weeks, and 9 hours. Not that I'd tallied it precisely. Fingers unsteady. I unlocked the note. Dad, I get that we've weathered storms, but it's my birthday Friday at 5:30 sharp. It'd mean everything if you'd drop by. Location 247 Maple Lane, Riverdale. All my affection. Sophia. I poured over it once, then again. The sentiment hazed as flashbacks battered me like squalls from the lake in a December squall. Our parting words resurfaced, her pitch barbed with blame, my retort laced with raw pain. You can't fathom our struggle, Dad. Owen tanked in that downturn. We're sinking fast, and you're clutching Mom's policy cash like a fortress. She meant it for dire straits, not to patch Owen's flops. Mom would have backed her kin, but you've forever favored your routes over us. That's what wore her down till the end. Chasing your freight dreams. That row wrapped with a bang of the latch. And 18 months of icy void. I lurched to my feet, specks dangling wildly. My bare soles chilled on the varnished boards as I strode to the lineup of encased recollections along the passage. Glimpses of our woven past stared out. Lydia at the altar, glowing with dawn's promise. Sophia at 7, radiant with a gappy smile from her initial cello session. Owen and Sophia's vows, when I deemed him fit for her side. The cell felt like stone in my fist as I rescanned Sophia's dispatch. December 10th, her big day dawned next. December 11th. How had epics fled 18 months of solitude? Then this sudden truce, I whispered to the void. What's prompted the thaw? My touch grazed the border of Sophia's cello shot. She'd sported a lavender smock then, drilling Dvorak's humoresque endlessly. After her set, she'd raced my way, dodging the throng's claps, and hugged my torso tight. Catch that. Daddy flawless from start to end. You were impeccable. Sunshine, beyond reproach. Now she hit 37, raising her own flock. Seasons had scored subtle furrows unseen before her eyes, carved gulfs unintended by me. The cell vibrated fresh, probably an addendum. Yet I bypassed it. Rather, I dwelled on that young one in lavender, sealed in a blink of sheer worship, when I was her pillar, when warmth poured pure sans clauses or counts. Twilight shaded the lake to navy depths, In Riverdale, my girl staged her fest within me. Eagerness warred with caution. Rival tides locked in stalemate. I withdrew from the frames. Cell gripped like an anchor. 2:45. The console's numerals glared as I skirted my station bound for the vaulted locker amid ledgers of industry rags. Digits turned to Lydia's natal digits, the iron face parting with a hush. Amid key files and her prized pendants hid the draw ticket, unmarred after 1 month. Numerals stamped in stark indigo. 41987, 1642, Power Play 12, 1,200,000 net. My twilight years gleamed anew. I drew the stub and a print slipped after it. Myself at the Venetian boutique in Vegas, drained from endless panel drudgery. The attendant, a youth, thumbed feeds idly mid-tallies. I'd snagged a drink and impulsively 6 lotto cards from the kiosk by checkout. "Luck calling your name," she'd tossed offhand, eyes elsewhere. "Merely dry," I'd countered, tucking them in my pouch and blanking them for spans. 1 month back. I'd dredged those creased scraps from baggage bowels and cross-checked digitally. 5 blanks, 1 transformer, screen match hit. I sat petrified a dozen minutes, musing if Lydia beamed from afar. I latched the vault and resumed my perch, eyeing the stub. The hush endured briefly. Next door Mrs. Whitaker, keen-sighted and chatty, spied the draw rep's coupe at verification. "Harlan, buzz as you hit big on those draws. Bravo." She'd caroled come sunrise, her trill bouncing halls for ears afar. Scuttle spread swift as mist, from high-rise hearsay to Lydia's old quilting set, thence who knows where. In a sprawl of millions, riches whispers worm to the hungriest nodes. I eased back, eyes sealed, stub to my breast. 1 month post-leak. 1 month. And Sophia's call arrives. The sink stung keen as concealed bramble. Of course. Tongues wag. I yielded to the empty air. But did Sophia glean it? My ordered intellect, sharpened across 20 years plotting halls, knit strands reluctant. Owen's coin crunch. Sophia's honor stanching outright begs. A heir who'd drawn Lydia's smarts and my bull-headed core. But two, the lass who'd sobbed for lost pups, who'd hoarded dimes for Yule trinkets to the downcast. She who'd dialed Sundays in uni, querying from gigs to glaze tricks. Klaxons wailed 28 floors below. The lake glowered 'neath massing vapors, portending drizzle. I roused and read Sophia's note, sifting guises in the stark lines. All my affection. Sophia. Last she'd voiced it as I'd mirrored the probes dangled like gossamer. Spied but beyond reach. My ribs squeezed in a mix of longing and unease. The fraught balance of a split trail. Paths lost to murk. I folded the stub tidy. Creases sharp and sure. Tomorrow her natal. 37 circuits since Lydia nestled that squalling mite in my hold and sighed. Perfection. Harlan. Purest sort. Belike she endured. Belike I was a soured vet weaving webs where balm bloomed. Belike my offspring just craved her old man at her rights board. The cell thrummed once more. I left it. Instead. Lids clamped. I quested the feel of blind credence, of adoring vast and unchecked. I pried eyes wide with will, sweeping the creeping fears like lint from a loft beam. Nay, I proclaimed to the quiet, voice stouter than foreseen. I won't cast shadows on my own kin thus. Maybe she pined sincere, maybe nurturing softened her lens. From the nook I surged, vitality flooding lax form, The stub crackled stowed, barring both trove and my transient suspicions. 4 brisk paces to the nook galley, Lydia's vintage almanac fixed to the icebox, a holdout of habit I couldn't scrap. I gripped the green marker from the rail and haloed Friday's grid with bold arcs. December 11th, Sophia's 37th. Hours flee as birds, I breathed, sealing the tip. I owe this mend a shot. My nook claimed the dawn's brightest nook. Yet now drawn dusk veils my oak slab. I dropped to the rocker and hauled a ruled slate. Type I'd etched hall charts for ages. Header scrawled notions for Sophia's boon in my neat mapper's hand. Her now self's contours, damned to trio of sprouts half-named in mind. Promo whiz at heart, sipper of bold ports if memory clung. Yet her depths sparks, what lit that early shine quill hung as scenes rose. Sophia at 7, rasping cello with grim zeal. Wee spans groping for spans out of grasp. Set to tame airs for veterans. Baubles too she'd chased, rifling Lydia's jewel den for mock soirees, garbing in sham stones and swingers mid-whimsy brunches. Trinkets, I noted, score folios, clan shots in fine casings. The trinket rang true, weighty, touching, a vow I treasured her, aimed to fund our bond's rebound. The Fifth Avenue Bazaar sat a swift 8-minute ride. I could net a prize at Graff or Bucciolati. Apt for her ripened grace, I hoisted the slab's encased glimpse. Sophia at cello launch in lavender with pearl edging. Lydia had tailored it manual, laboring into nights for weeks for our lass's prime bow. Sophia had jittered that morn, strings trembling on warmers. What if the tune flees? Daddy, she'd murmured as I bowed her bow. Call it back, I'd vowed. Airs abide inside, petal, poised always. She'd voiced Dvorak's humoresque seamless that night. Last echoes stilled. She'd pinned me in the fold, face flushed with win and release. Then she'd dashed post, hems flaring, and plunged to my hold. Hear it, daddy clean sweep. You dazzled, petal, sheer brilliance. I sketched the casing's brink with a tip, weighing the load of fled times. What bows missed, what feats uncheered, what scares unheld. All from our twin stiffnecks and slurs dawn next. I'd hunt heirlooms, eternal and sleek, perchance garnets like those she'd eyed from Lydia's cache. I'd swathe it gentle, scribe a true card, and honor her bash with bare soul. I'd clasp my grandlings, traits dimmed, and toil to mend what tides and gashes tore. The sweet heated swift, like yearning warmed the ether. Out pains, first spits tapped like shy knocks, but in I drifted unburdened as moons. My air bridged muteness with one ping. She'd summoned warmth. Maybe that bridged, maybe it mended whole. I eyed Sophia's youth frame final, graving her grin's gap, her keen spark, her born trust in grace. Morn, I'd earn that trust fresh. Morn, I'd resume her beacon or foe. The torrent grew, battering pains like wild plaudits, and I plotted recapturing her core's flame. The hack to Fifth Avenue took 18 minutes via midday jam. Manhattan's lanes pulsing with lunch herds and gawkers. I'd clad in my crispest ebony vest and flannel strides. Kit Lydia named my summit gear. The sublot under Saks pulled 40 for 3 hours. But now, bills faded to the errand's fire. Cherished relics claimed a crown berth. Its crystal fronts arrayed select splendors under soft auras. Lyrical airs sighed from vents as I nudged the gilded latch, drawing whiffs of hide and elite scents. Browsers wafted hushed o'er the grand hall, whispering in tones fit for domains of 5-digit dockets. Lusters from chandeliers washed marble tears in honeyed beams, as groomed aids waltzed aisles like scripted swans. The realm sang select, from deep weaves trod to brocade vaults piled at register. I roved first among custom stamps, monogrammed satchels, carved quartz anchors, bespoke frame sets, all bland for a truce token. The abode zone held urns and ivories of poise, none mirroring Sophia's spark. What sought a 37-year pitch ace now, the jewels bay pulled like tide. Emeralds leaped neath laser gleams, arcs flinging spectrums o'er jet rests, pendants, links, hoops, drops in precise ranks, each topped prior. This turf vowed forever, a stone to match my recalled might, aid in a prized quest. A dame glided near with silken stride, her frost locks twined in a trim knot. She donned an ash kit worth a worker's half-year, her smile meshing ease and cool space, hunting a mark for my heir, I said, sudden stark in my vest 'gainst the gloss. 37th morrow, estranged some spell, seek one with soul, her look warmed to kin. Renewal marks crave care, her leans classic or now yellow or white clears or tints, glints charmed her young. I recalled, picturing 7-year Sophia cloaked in Lydia's toy gems. Clear's suit, graceful, not bold. She led to a case of drop pearls, these grace-era shifts, ageless shapes past trends. My sight snared twins of rounds, each topped by a marquise ringed by glint halos in fine weave. They bent beams like trapped dawns, fit for trade grace, apt for fate's bends. Detail these, I bid, nodding to the duo that held me. Prime call, sir. 0.6 carats twain, SI2 pure, top facet, frame 18 karat pale, fade-proof, these span bloodlines. She plucked smooth, bedding on plush for close gaze. The cores hurled glints like caged comets, fair to fire Sophia's eyes as in cello eaves long. Glints she held dear, I mused low, dreaming Sophia cracking the lid, spying these first. They're mine, sound judgment. Sir, SI2 of merit. The slate read 1,950, topping my gem spends since Lydia's troth circle 41 years hence. Coin meant nil 'gainst the chance of glee on my heir's brow anew. This might flag pardon for bygone barbs, bespoke swath. The guide asked. Lavish holds on hand, I agreed, watching her choose a dusk box with pearl rims. The drops nested in cream silk, like crowns for queens. This wrap could link our pasts to fresh dawns. Nearing the desk evoked a sanctum step. Its panel lit soft as I closed with the box tucked safe under elbow. A 50s chap with salt hair and drained eyes claimed the spot, tweaking his plate and feeding the spool. Greetings, he droned habit, then raised with a stock grin of a lifer in odd trade. Nabbed your aim, I. These drops, I set the dusk box on the onyx slab, ease rising. Sophia'd cherish, certain. Strong tale there, sir. Kind words. He raised the top and pinged the strip below. Acts crisp but spent. Right mark. Lass's 37th night. Glow tinged my note past the knotted lore. Years adrift. So sought true weight. The chap nodded vague, fixed on his board. Tally 1,980 with dues. Funds, or he paused, proffering my slab. Eyes hooking the emboss. Harlan R. Sinclair. A shift lit his air. The trade smile melted to keen no. Chin set firm. His holds froze on the plate. And re-eyeing me. Heat flared, spurring a back step. Mark this, sir. He leaned low in press. Harlan Sinclair. I shun that bash at all costs. Beg pardon, I stuttered. Sure of ear slip. Speak plain, his hold tightened on my slab. Free palm snapping to snare my cuff o'er the slab. Stronger than looks. Scarred from toils mismatched to this sheen post. He'd bypass. I twisted loose, pulling from the post. Chap, yield my slab now. My bark held the edge for wayward crews. But he held iron. Plead, no wild eye here. Key lore awaits. Clear the sail. I hauled firm, freeing arm at last from his vice. Onlookers turned, their soft flows stalling in the pull. His scan swept the space, weighing for watch from high. Resuming. Need bled his shell. See, I side-gig this. Prospered in trades till crash. No loose cannon. Got it bare truths. What truths I urged. Gut-yelling seize and bolt. Grave, dodge that meet, their spins or pledges aside. He shook head, swiping with shake tips. Facade through. The box pinged for my trace on pad. I dashed it quick. Hungering flight from this swelling queer. The soul, plate naming Ethan Brooks, issued the slip mechanical. Gaze locked mine. Slab yours. Sir, he offered. Lingering yield as I took. Favor, bunker tomorrow. I snatched free and grabbed box. Thanks for heed. I clipped, fading to portal. Wrong man. Me, nay. He trailed, voice cutting hush, spite low aim. Gazers stared bold now, musing heist or snap. Harlan Sinclair off 5th. Pin you exact. The latch's weight barred tardy. I sped to garage, box to chest like shield. Via fronts. Ethan Brooks eyed my dash. Grief etching lines. What breed of bazaar this? Whence a till drone knew not name alone. But my turf clash bared me raw, like stumbling foreign nightmare astray. Eve's bite nipped my warm face as I raced coop. Box sure in clutch, but thoughts spinning from the weird bind. Passers streamed with daily loads, arms heaped, young tugging, mates hashing meals, while I pierced some shroud to dream's edge. Whence his grasp on my full tag, the band showed mere H.R. Sinclair in slim etch. Yet Ethan Brooks voiced Harlan Sinclair off 5th with chill sure. His press felt real, no shark's hook nor loon's drift. Snarl on 5th halted in throbs as I veered for Brooklyn Bridge span. Friday Eve drew packs to dens, mates robed for plays, rovers hauling bags and app probing, plain lives in plain loops, while I stalled at halts, grappling a stranger's grave flag. Shun that bash at all costs. Echo clung stubborn. Ethan's look held stark fright. No blank fog. What he bore, or thought bore, iced him deep, but source his hint on Sophia's right. The hail landed yest, shy of 18 hours. Lest, I drummed dash. Bucking gloom whines I'd quelled willful yest. Sane tells swarmed. Ethan Brooks could have spied name clear in ping. Quirks in patron plays his bent. Bazaar pulls all hues. Kin wrestling lone gales spilling to shifts. The cue flipped final. I swung to Brooklyn Bridge east to 5th. Night draped the bay in ash shades twin Ontario's riled skin. The skyline thrust ahead like sure calls of nest and ward. Yet a hook plucked mine's rim. 18 ticks later. I stowed under stack and rose to 28th. Box yet warm from guard hold. Digs met with known calm. No snaring aliens. No wild bands on shunned rights. I set sack on slate top and paced to den's vista. The district fanned in wont grit of sparks and stir. Blind to till farce on 5th. Aloft, all orderly, sound, wieldable, foolish. I voiced to glass shade, chance play, but strokes grated keen lately. First, Sophia's hail post 1 month wind spill. Now, outer versed in my weave, flagging her right. The sound nub, career carved, linked lines shunned. I looped to top and stared sack blithe on slate. 1,950 in dream and span, picked with such aim to knit year's pang. Morrow eve, I'd wheel to Riverdale, toll her gate, yield this glory, eye her bloom with surprise glee. His cuff latch like doom's ward, I shut eyes and leaned rim, swept by clash streams, creed 'gainst qualm, hope 'gainst bite, tie 'gainst chill. 18 moons passed, pride pick cost my girl, prior eve, hope seized, peace plotted, today, wayfarer picked zeal, planting roots I couldn't yank, out. District throbbed Friday beat, deaf to gale in 2806, morrowed bare facts, balm or edge. Morrow I'd weigh Ethan Brooks as ward sprite, cracked vein or riddle loose, sack caught light's ray, dusk gloss vowing pledge and path, while knots swelled like night in near dark. Cease. Lass's right, I'll relish night pure. Call firmed like rhyme on morn mere, quick, full, steel bound. I shoved from rim and hefted sack with new grit. Ethan Brooks, clear battled shades, perchance mind clouds bending chance to fiends. I'd not let his hot dreams sour our crown eve, maybe. My groom pain showed a frame we'd aged past like, but call craved seam, I picked peak dusk suit, Lydia's choice for our pearl feast, 5 years fled, twinned to quartz tie lighting gaze. Steam's scour flushed day's dross, I emerged fresh, aimed, Harlan, her baguette. I charged pain not truing, play true. Run to Riverdale swung north on FDR. Skyline's known lines shrinking mirror as green belts swapped stone gulfs. Lyrical strains crammed cab. Dvorak, self-sage Sophia rasped in youth. Link lost none. Belike peers talk at last. Belike true knot with grand wheeze. Unearth middle tags. Dig loved yarns and frolics. 18 moons bridged young leaps. They'd bloomed while I nursed slight in lone digs. Riverdale's leafed paths wrapped in staid wealth of deep roots. Hoar maples flashed winter's blaze. Scarlet, honey, burnt sienna. As neat crafts and colonials sat mid-trimmed sods like guards of line feasts. 247 Maple Lane shone mid-mates. The colonial shell held even scales and keen work. From ring porch with carved staves to peaked lofts hinting broad sleeps. Soft shine poured sash panes, twined with mild blues and warm buzz within. Kincombers flecked road as I edged across. A 40s twain climbed steps with tied pack and old red. A silver dame from Audi bore seeming plum pie and bell jar. Plain folk for plain natal cheer of blood. Ward or chum. I checked form last via flap, smoothed frost locks, claimed gems pouch from rider. Diamond drops past shine mere. Vowed my stake to re-knit link. Will to bank Sophia's spark past old wheels. 37 loops, I sighed, port nearing. Hours vanished, with her domicile pulsed with joy as I neared. Via high panes, spied chic-robed holding flutes, waving in keen words. Sophia threaded as smooth lead, her sable mane knotted in fine twist, minding Lydia in woo prime. At teak threshold, her glee topped flow, real, free, unchecked, as youth blooms, heart coiled with fore and near vow. Yield this true, yield hail from core, not plot. Yield dusk as cracked blood's fresh dawn. I readied knuckles to brass buzzer, pouch led in offhand, bracing reweave to girl's realm. Buzzer tolled halls, trailed by close steps. Wing swung to frame Sophia in amber glow. face unfurling to plain joy. Dad, you graced us. She pressed out swift, wrapping hold both close and strange post-year's breach. Scent hinted lilac and spice, city, rich, far from teen zests, bliss eve, kin, you shine fine, terms eased true, plain, Sophia grown to Lydia's pride dame, her teal frock sharp sans show, marks meek but prime. She waved in, taking shell with lead ease, graced the trek. Rift bore toll, I ken. Her tone quaked light, nerves or true, but crave onward push, inner matched shells draw, bone lounges round quartz flew, posies in lead cuts, walls hinting taste and spare. Soft blues sighed vents as score souls wove with long warmth. Harlan, Owen popped flank, grin wide and plain true. Thrill host anew, lift Sophia's skies. He'd held fine. Fair and slick vein first swayed me in court. Clasp firm, eye steady. Ere full word. Shrill hails cut far. Gramps, Gramps come. Duo imps charged with youth's fire. Lad, near 9, held Sophia's raven thatch and grave stars. Lass, 'bout 3, took Owen's pale hue and fang glee hurling to Sophia's dawn. Peek my draft for you. Gramps, boy thrust chalk vision. Cabin by tides with limb kin marked Gramps and me. Stanced on like wharf. Your wave den, Mummy says you throne clouds. Fine craft. Lucas, tag rushed with kins. And Isabella, sprouted vast. Bella beamed. Snagged free grip. Crave tail soon fresh scroll on elves. We clasp heated sure. Blind to grown twists and old rubs. Night flowed odd smooth. Guests voiced. Burgers. Sophia's promo crew. Bloodmates dim from past. All glowed intro. Hailing keen beget to hold such bond with air. Let fancies hold unright. Warmed yet faint guilt. At 6:40, Sophia mustered fold. Thanks all for crown my core this dusk. Turns hone with spans. Spot souls that moor. Gaze mind crossroom. Dad, bet token yours. Beat stage true as I strode with pouch. Space hushed save blue undertow. Aim honed on blood reprise. Sophia's tips shook light unpacking dusk box. Air from weight to stark wonder bearing diamond drops. Dad, awe past say, soul thanks. Throat snagged on seam true feel. Kin, I these fine falls my beget picked soul for me. Crew rang apt hail and bows. Keen thought beget. Gleam godlike. Flaw choice. Flow loved me in seal. Firming pix wise. Act knit fray. Sophia pinned swift. Tilt to catch ray as cores danced sable crown. She beamed sharp. Win, all beget crave for own. Sight swelled deep full and hush near calm. By 7, sank in live chat with pair steering boom consult. Merlot freed tongue kind. First stretch in tides wholly loose. Content. Gala topped rose views. Beg slip, set void stem. Fetch brew ere fool full. Weaving to guest larder. Brimmed light as ages. Ethan Brooks's wild flag dimmed to alien dream. Tangible this, blood knit. Grandimps waxing wave dreams. Larder lurked past curved arch rear. Gloss tools under niche rays. Traversed Sophia's hold with sure of reclaimed. Outcast no blood back fold. Fridge hummed by stone slabs costlier than heaps. But dusk such frills swelled ere pride ascent. Flutes stacked neat basin side. Claimed one. Plotting salon rejoin. Bella vowed elf saga. Spans ahead kind brim. more grand yarns. Deep words, Sophia. May lone parley on trail forth. Tones drifted ajar wings to veranda. Man chortles, flask clacks. Loose talk pals air hunt. Scarce marked first. Fixed cool pull and blood balm. Then terms flipped all. Elder blind to it. 1 mil 2, smooth. Sophia prepped blood vault sheets. Knuckle froze tap hold. Stem shook clutch as Owen's tone sliced clear through wings. Slur soft yet terms glass. Ink it, he mate asked lax probe. Sure. Bathes in melt. Greens all. Vows lock we paths. Owen's snort dripped mock. Dim relic splurged trink. Smooth snag none. Hooks soul deep. Stem fled numb hold. Burst on stone in shard blast twin riven creed. Cluster out pressed blind to barb wreck. Sharp twist. Other praised. Play when now dusk. Sophia's kit set. Tie sheets for grand learn vault. All spruce legit. Fancies wise grand baguette. Kin quiz flux shift, probe sudden flows. Owen countered schemer sure. Kin none probe. Bride fled year past. Sophia lone fruit. Postmark. Hall pipes our joint hold. Dawn ken. If dawn. Cast die sure. Rooted firm larder frame. Shards great like dashed dreams. Ethan Brooks's press surged. Shun that bash at all costs. Some way, unthink, pierced this eve's shroud. Imps scrawls. Sophia's joy drops. Lavish drops glint main. All penned show sway begets thirst ties. Even imps drilled. Pure arts please barbed gainst grand beget softs. Prime is gush, thanks. Owen pushed. Tone hot on brew triumph sure. Deems meet pure core. Blind our watchpost win headline 1 month fled. 1 month stalked, schemed. Set while morn breach nurse mend dream. Dusks each trim penned prey beget pang remorse lapse ties. Stance shook as ruse span cleared. Sophia's edge glee no hailed meet. Ticked plot pay, stately hold, refined fold. Even Lucas's chalk nod Gramps waves. All prop grand grift, retreated larder cherry, soul's faint great wreck, wit whirlways ploys, salon, Sophia weight sheets poised mark, act fond fruit flaw while tick our fleece beget birthed, held, ached divide year's torment, revel swirled blind, joy prattle veil lone doom, schooled face bland accord, nod talk drifts plot unbind sans scare. Yond, Sophia snared eye beamed, lush door greet, unmasked thesp craft hone peak. Salon regain taxed shred poise 60 tense trade twirls, mask held fond, keen, beget, faint awe Sophia fathomed toil, larder wreck lurk mourn, creed break last eternal, dad, found, Sophia neared sheaf hand, glow feigned keen greed, mused thought for us, line pool we, lighten, kin, riposte even, drawn, veil none inferno banked, sank bone wing welcome our gone, illusion held girl held dear, balanced low slab brink, lean pitch flare, lavish drops, beget vow marks, mere toys charade, safeguard school paths, pursued, spread sheaf bare crisp forms, crest legals. Lucas Isabella prime aims, windfall forge true ward, sheets rang true, gloss lay, maze terms, slots bold quill, vigils craft heist, lamps hone theft, beget gift life nurture boon power, keen ground, allowed, took stack palms rock gainst storm royal, beat mull, means, dad, linger ease, beam blend apt year forbear, ease true sway, bid beggar, till soul true, gull dupe played, Feigned jargon scan with assay ploys. Bear storm tip hand no gain. Public bind brew chaos fruitless. Counter beck, wield guile scalpel gainst. Thorough prove. Noted lean sharp triumph near. Keen craft, poured core weave. Craved flaw blood, riposte. Barb near crack guard. Blood ideal pimped pelf. Grieve breach chase accord. Fold chattered unwitting. Crowd betrayal coda. Owen lingered air ale band. Like crow shrewd fleece dim relic sired bride bank brood. Ken ventured. Snap sheaf restore. Merit grave scan. Steel quiet lull. Stare say. Flat. Zeal scarce leash haste clinch. Lav crest flight. Fourth wing right. Linger suits. Rise taxed sinew poise mask. Rage quake muscle. Vocation hold firm. Harlan Sinclair rout Lord Logic forge tactic weaver. Pilfer no relish wound deep. Thanks. Kin. Blood pledge sage pause. Veer stare spied Bella yank damn hem crave note grave talk paused. Sophia stoop instinct tousle crown stare trailed tally long yield quill. Riser bore trusting pop crossed sill 2 hours past. Soul school these blood told true. Upper hall unspool padded soft cream dead tread sight lav Sophia named. Revel din below cloak ideal. Chuckle colo stem ting weave fest. Score prime fall. Bolt latch fish cell note hour 750. Sophia wait drop 8-10 ticks keen coy ink. Prime strat. Memo slate perched marble brink scent rods crest cloths. Nod plush life girl wrought plot popper. Rip leaf delve nib breast pocket self scratched drops toll. Missive crave fine. Raw deranged. Chill blunt sting. Blade keen terms gash true bare ruse grasp full. First stab, graced revel dawn. Eve's veranda yarn. Last altars mourn. Terse, warrant fuller lash. Second, Sophia kudos gala turn. Prime guise. Sore caught Owen prate fool elder mill 2 hall. Mourn codicil shift. Sue alms forsaken young. Repay kind own. Sharp shy peak. Consummate rend uphold grace. Inscribed measured. Sophia thanks revel night. Hence testament revise. Assets alms forsaken youth. Worth air blood. Beget in trust wit hence. Script bold bond cap all. Grasp ploy verse channel true waifs feigned kin seal sundered pact. Mill to uplift straits grease versed cut purse. Quarterleaf exact wrist consult. Veranda crew re-enter. Down stir seekers claim refills. Flawless withdraw. Passage bare glide down ear salon strain. Full house cluster there swap weak schemes ward yarns girl tally windfall chime. Ghost manse seat folded blade low table prompt spy post pause. Reclaim rap foyer rack bless trek honed stealth strange halls. Entry yield mute din swath creak. Stroll casual auto fire motor standard ease curb posted gate. Watcher spied kin elder depart betimes hearth meet unmark serene. 4 blocks off grin last. Roughly 6 minutes Sophia unearth grand ruse blaze. Dial wild dispatch plead tones doorstep tower ghost eternal deny fresh twist blood gain. District beacon streak motor Gold Coast eased soulquake. Ethan Brooks, hazard wage shield wayfarer swindle maw. Oh grace regret curt rebuff. Cell mute dash clamor loom. Sophia prime learn pop soft mark pegged flail dazzle. First tick hours true intrigue sequel. Return 5th clock 20 via Friday crawl. District lane team duo brasserie night youth launch revel. Cell tactical silent dash face flare oft. Ring shun. Halt Central Park Dane Peak. 8 unons Sophia each like unhinge. blade land true. Near saw scan stroke grasp theater fold creased bond. Cherished relics linger 9 Fridays, pain aglow slot near sacks. Pier shutter grille descend, dim void. Elite trove late affluent unbound clock. Ethan Brooks, tally, stock gems, bay, shoulder gilded. Glance, start, wary, ponder, irk, patron, late, reprise, past, trade, close. Nailed, open plain near quartz, poised, ledger tag. Express debt, rue, deaf ear. Cast thaw, toil, balm, edge. Befell, glean, ploy, 10-day O'Malley Tavern. Lay, ledger, brace, edge. Owen Crow, mate, child play, dupe, load, pater. Blood pool, sheet, mill, 2 windfall. Blank ID swipe. Tube buzz, faint overhead. Straggler troll, linger zone. Ethan spoke, hushed, freight, agonize, metal, alien fate. Stake alert, probe, sincere drive. Fleeced deal season gone. Owned tip wrap stone. Sir, all sworn ally. Ken rip, faith, knife coin. Abide, mute, strike another. Candor, pierce, unforeseen. Soul, scoured, coin loss, consign, till shift, crawl back, game, peril. Post, total, unknown shield. Counter tonight. Penned billet, codicil, pivot. Alms, forsaken, young sham, blood claim. Quirk, stark smile. Fit, poetic eye, Ethan chuckle, rang respect. Master pure. Owen brim cock, sure, sightless. Bragged, starve, blood thaw. Pause, tacit. Twin soul, schooled, harsh faith, faint, bridge, chance, Gold Coast, trove, post, bell. Brew, dawn. Propose, start, self, spur. Mind, upright, sprawl, rarer day. Relish. Clasp, stone. Harlan, sorrow girl. Blade, twist, reshape, world. Grip, true gaze, straight, sterling. All Sophia sham tonight. Breathed man, strip, purse-clad, honor, imperil, wage, right call. Thanks, Ethan, clarion, stake, voice, decency, tally round. Loose clasp, hold eye. Morn, 8-corner cafe stack. Ping spot. Quit ride, sense, rarity, unkenned year. Friend, seed root, parody. Blood yoke, trade, grind. Night strip, daughter, perch, gift, rarer. Proof, upright, endure, kin, conned, beget, scrap. Sell, thrum, dash, turn, key. Sophia, sure, frantic, mend. Botch, true fright, bloodlock, coin. Let ring wheel home, dazzle, district. Hope, spark, kindle, first moon. Yarn, grip, tap, like join, stream, chime, take thread below. Next weave, tap, frame, left. What did you feel reading Harlan's raw path from shattered trust to quiet strength? Did it stir memories of family rifts or chance bonds that changed everything for you? Drop your honest impressions in the comments. Your words fuel these tales and connect us all. Got questions about the twists or what Harlan might do next? Fire them away, we'll swap ideas and deepen the chat right here on the channel. Your voice matters. Let's build this community together. One story at a time. For the next gripping yarn, simply tap the frame on the left. Thanks for sharing this moment with me.